I don't have an opening gag this month. That's fine. Long time no speak. I don't make these videos as often as I should. I kind of forget and then I remember to make them later. This is the movie rundown for October. Now, I pre-fanned them. I saw 7 movies in October. October's a good month for movies. October's a very good month for movies. Hold for thumbnail. Great. October's a good month for movies. So seven movies. I also have a ticket for this, which is The Mountain Between Us. And I didn't actually see this in the cinema. I bought the ticket and didn't end up going. So, as per the rules, I have to rip it up. I don't like doing that. I like collecting my tickets, but as per the rules, it has to be films I saw in the cinema. And I will now commence my listing. First of all, Blade Runner 2049. This was a very visually spectacular film, which I meant to see in IMAX. Again, I saw it in... I see everything in standard 2D. I'll always see stuff in standard 2D, because very rarely to me IMAX makes a difference. But this is a movie where IMAX would have made a fucking massive difference. 2D IMAX. I don't like 3D IMAX, but what can you do? I wanted to go see this in IMAX. I didn't have the chance, and then when I finally had the chance to go, the next movie was released, and that was in IMAX. I think Kingsman was in IMAX. So I couldn't go see it, unfortunately, but it's so... The landscape's so vast, and the stands are... It's very visually impressive. Story-wise, it's nice. It's interesting. It's actually subverted my expectations a bit. There's a lot of random plot holes, which don't really make any sense. There's just bits that happen, and I don't know why they happened, and they don't make any sense as to why it happened, and it's never explained as to why it happened, and there's no plot purpose as to why it happened, but... It almost just, there's just bits of padding where they just went, oh, we need to pad the runtime. Let's just add a bit here for no fucking reason. Done that a few times, whereas like his car gets shot down at one point by a group of people, and then all the people get killed, and then he walks off, and it's never mentioned again. And why did they take his car down? What do they want? He was able to fly back in it, so it didn't. It literally it meant nothing. It meant absolutely fucking nothing. But I did actually quite enjoy this movie to the point I pre-ordered it. I liked this more than the original Blade Runner. The original Blade Runner was a bit air to me, but this one was just more a bit more. I don't know, it was a bit more than like Ryan Gosling, and it was very visually impressive. Batista was great in it. Batista reminded me of that fucking super mutant in Fallout 4, the one you find in the cave. That's a really specific thing. The glasses he was wearing reminded me of him. The one you find in the cave, sort of, that escaped from the Institute. If you played Fallout 4, he was in the glowy bit. Glowing sea, he was in the cave in the glowing sea. You don't know how to play Fallout 4. I liked it. It was a good movie. It was kind of slow, but it was really good. It was really visually beautiful, and it was one of those movies where I couldn't really tell whether it was stuff was CG or real, which was nice. Even when you look, like, it was enough to, even when I was looking at cars flying, it was enough that I'm looking at it going, not thinking it's CG, which happens in a lot of movies. Really enjoyed it. I do recommend seeing it. It's very good. At this point, Harrison Ford has played an older version of himself on the three most famous characters. He's done Indiana Jones, Han Solo, and Decker. He's played an older version of that character in a sequel where he's not the main character anymore in all 3 instances. Stop it, Harrison. Stop it. Just leave us with that young, beautiful image of your previous characters. We don't need an old Indiana Jones. We don't need an old Han Solo. And we don't need an old Decker. Harrison, say no. Anyway. Second, Kingsman Golden Circle. I really enjoyed Kingsman Golden Circle. It was very fun. It was really silly. It was not grounded at all. Even though the first one was kind of silly. This is just, it's kind of like Saints Row 1 versus Saints Row 2 versus Saints Row 3, I guess. If you've played Saints Row, I'm referencing a lot of games this time. I really enjoyed it again. It was just really silly. Doesn't take itself seriously at all. Really silly. Elton John's in it. Didn't know Elton John was in it. No, he's not just a cameo. I thought he was just a cameo, but no, he's a character. He kicks some people. He sings Wednesday Night's Alright for Fighting while he kills people. And it's Wednesday because it's Wednesday in the movie, not Saturday. He's very specific about that, old Elton. It's a fun movie. Doesn't really make much sense. It's completely pointless. And Channing Tatum, right? He's in the trailers as like a cowboy man. He's barely in it. He gets in like a coma very early in the movie, and then he's just out for the whole movie. Bit false advertising there. I was hoping to see Channing Tatum do some. He does one cool scene. That's it. You don't see him again. Waste of time. Bad on you, Kingsman, but it's a good movie all the same. I enjoyed it. Again, story is very lacking, but it's just kind of fun if you want like a good fun action spectacle. It's not shittily edited. It's just really well edited. It's really fun to watch. I really enjoyed it, but you might get a bit motion sick if you a lot of movement fucks you over. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it more. It was just fun, and I do recommend seeing that as well. I've pre-ordered that as well, actually, on iTunes. That's enough of that. The Lego Ninjago movie. This is the third in the newer kind of Lego movies, the ones that are done with kind of animated to look like traditional stop motion, in the same vein as the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie. I hated this. This was a bad movie. It was terrible. It was crap. Slow. It was like, you know the way in the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie, it's kind of childish humor, but it's like kind of charming childish humor. But this just takes it too fucking far. It's constant. It's just constant. And it's plot holes, and it makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense, and it's all over the place, and it's dumb, and it's not fun dumb. I mean, it's fun to look at in the sense of, like, it's, you know, the kind of same animation style, but it was just kind of trash. It was all the worst bits of the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie kind of put together in one movie. And at least in the Lego movie, it made characters you cared about. And in the Lego Batman movie, it was Batman. It kind of took the piss out of Batman in all the Batman films. This just had nothing going for it. I mean, if you're a fan of Ninjago the show, maybe. But I'd never watched Ninjago the show. I don't know any of the Ninjago sets. So, when I went and saw it, it was kind of, I saw it on that date. I don't know how close that was to release. I think that was that the release date? That might have been release date. The cinema was empty when I saw it. I mean, that was close to release date. Hang on. When did the Lego Ninjago movie release? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my. When did the Lego Ninjago movie release?
I found the Lego Ninjago movie a bit far from you.
It's listing showings. Thank you. Great. Useless. But yeah, it wasn't good, and it wasn't. Nobody really laughed. I think the only movie in this month I wanted to walk out of. It was I really disliked it. Just fucking dull as. It was just this childish, really just this potty humor. This just really immature potty humor, and I can enjoy like immature humor, but this was just crap, and it made no fucking sense. It was all over the place, and it made no fucking sense. Trash, don't even fucking bother. Fuck. Thor Ragnarok. Again, another really just fun movie. Just a fun movie. It was fun. It's crap story, but it's fun. And this is kind of mixed. I think for a while it was kind of number one on Rotten Tomatoes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was the top one versus Thor 2, which was the bottom one, and this is Thor 3. So, you know, regardless of whether it's the best or worst movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's a massive step up from Thor 2. Like, it's the biggest step up in the MCU ever. It's really fun. It goes way more Guardians of the Galaxy with it. It just makes it silly and fun, really bright and colourful, and it's one of the first proper times we've actually seen Hulk outside of Avengers, which is fun. It's fun. It's a fun movie. Again, plots leave some much to be desired, but it's a fun movie. It's got some fun cameos. Matt Damon, like, there's a bit at the start where there's a little show where like a bunch of people in Asgard are acting out like Thor and Loki and shit, and the actor in the universe playing Thor, the actor playing Thor in this film, not Chris Hemsworth, but is Liam Hemsworth. He's Liam Hemsworth is the guy playing Thor. It's Chris Hemsworth's brother. And then the guy playing Loki is Matt Damon. He's not even credited. Matt Damon isn't even credited. He's just there. Matt Damon cameo. Not complaining. The villain. Oh, I can't remember his fucking name. The Jurassic Park man. Whatever. He's really good. He's so awkward in it, and it doesn't make any fucking sense that he's the head, and he's always that awkward. He's always this, yes, the prisoners have escaped. It doesn't make any sense. Fun, though. That's basically a thing for this entire film. It's fun, and it it goes full on with the jokes. Like, this is like the stark contrasting opposite to like Batman v Superman. If this was like Hulk versus Thor, it's the absolute parallel opposite. It's just ridiculous fun, silly, and the swearing, and Loki's great in it, and there's a load of just fun jokes. I don't want to kind of spoil anything. I mean, there was this one reference to Wonder Woman where Thor's just talking to this female warrior, and he's like, "Oh, I want to be this," but I realised they're all female. But good thing we're always glad to see there's a good band of female warriors now. It's about time. Just does a thumbs up, and it's clearly doesn't look at camera, but it's clearly a wink to camera. Like, yep, Wonder Woman's cool, guys. It's like, okay, great Thor, but it was fun. I really enjoyed it, and again, I do recommend this, and I don't want to spoil a lot of it. A lot of the just fun plot points, because I think it's a movie that it's kind of just, it's not like it's an epic plot or anything, but some of the things that you see are just fun as little surprises, and I totally recommend seeing Thor Ragnarok. Nothing really annoyed me about it. I thought I see the villain. Because there's what's her name as well? Woman. I can't remember anyone's fucking names when it comes down to it. Woman in the black blonde hair. Evil witch woman, and then there's the guy from Jurassic Park who's like another villain, sort of. He's more like a fun. He's like more like a fun villain. She's the proper villain, big baddie villain. It's fun. There's some really just cool Thor fight scenes. It opens with a really just cool, fucking well shot Thor fight scene. It like follows the hammer around, and it's just fun. It got a really fun soundtrack, and it does it at the end as well. It's just another fun Thor fight scene. And then Thor versus Hulk's really fun. It's just a really nicely fun shot movie. It's kind of in the same vein to me as Kingsman. It's just fun. Really, I recommend it in the same vein as Kingsman. Good fun movie. Got a lot of good fun movies out this month. I mean, Lego Ninjago movies crap, but a lot of really good fun movies out this month. Goodbye Christopher Robin. This is kind of the first proper drama. This is a biopic about the guy who wrote Christopher Robin. Winnie the Pooh and all that. And it's about him and his kid, the kid who Christopher Robin was based off, and like the toys that the kid was. And it's quite sad, actually. It's sad. It's a well done biopic. I mean, the guy who plays the writer, again, can't remember his name. I remember him from Ex Machina, and he was in an episode of Black Mirror with your woman who played Peggy Carter. And he's been in quite a few things, and in everything he's in, he's a really versatile actor. He's one of my favorite actors right now. He's just really versatile. He's been in a few other things as well. But in every he was in Dredd. He was the hacker guy in Dredd. He's got this really good range to him, both like even physically, because he's a very kind of distinct looking dude, but somehow he's able to just change how he looks subtly, and you don't even notice he's the same character. Like, you wouldn't look at the guy in this and then look at the guy in Dredd and think they were the same person, unless kind of it's really pointed out, or you kind of have just watched them in succession. It's weird, but he's a really good actor. He does a really good job in this. The kid who plays Christopher Robin does a really good job. It's a cute film to watch, and it's bittersweet, and it's sad, and then it's kind of bittersweet. It's a good drama biopic. It's kind of a fun. It's not fun, but it's a nice movie if you're curious. Again, lack of names. The woman who plays the kid's mother is Harley Quinn. She's new Harley Quinn. Whatever. Margot Robbie. I didn't like her. I don't like Margot Robbie as an actress. I feel like everything Margot Robbie is in, she plays Margot Robbie. And especially when she's next to that other actor, who I'm going to find out the name of now. Next to that other actor, it's just so, like, painfully obvious she can't play anyone else but Margot Robbie. Go by Christopher Robin. Let's Google this. Because Domhnall Gleeson, that's his name, Domhnall Gleeson, good actor. He's just next to fucking Margot Robbie. Like, it just makes it so. Because at least Margot Robbie on her own, like, you can kind of like, but it's just frustrating. God, he was in Star Wars: The Force Awakens as well. He plays a general in that. He was in The Revenant as well. And Brooklyn. He's a good actor. And next to Margot Robbie, who frankly is one of those actors that I think gets cast and stuff, who's just not good, who's got fame from being cast in a few good roles, and then is getting roles because of those previous casting, as opposed to her being a legitimately good actor. There's a few actors like that, a few actors and actresses like that. Not a fan of them. Margot Robbie is just one of those. I don't like her. She's not good in this. Thanks, she's not in it too much, and they really make you hate her character. And I feel like they don't give her much redeeming qualities, even though she probably should have redeeming qualities, because she's the one who was voicing all the characters for the kid and kind of bringing that world alive. And that kid, it made it really happy. But it's only really referenced in like 2 scenes briefly, and it's not really showing the relationship between her and the kid. And it just kind of, and there's a lot of just her seeming like a really abusive parent, even though she clearly, I think, cared a lot, and it kind of comes through in like 2 scenes, but then it just makes her look like a bitch the rest of the time. It's like, what the fuck? And then it makes the father, who is kind of an asshole to the kid a lot, look nice, and then it kind of undermines him. I don't know, the way it was portraying the parents I didn't like very much, but it's still interesting, and you can still kind of read into it and think about it a bit. I really like this film. And I think this is a really good biopic. It was just a really nice, little pleasant drama. It was just nice, sad, just nice. Good film, worth watching. Nice thought. This was trash. This is Gerard Butler. This is a Gerard fucking Butler film. It was fucking Jim Sturgis in it as well. Gerard Butler's in it. And it's a film about... So, alright. In Star Trek, there are weather control satellites in Star Trek which control the weather on the planets, and it just means there's no like big storms or anything like that. This is a thing where like that technology basically just got invented in this world, you know. Global warming is becoming a thing, and they've put up a load of satellites which control the weather, and the satellites start malfunctioning and they start causing me freak. You know, a lot of people get frozen in Afghanistan, and Gerard Butler's the guy who made it and designed it, but he gets fired from the project because he turned it on early, because I don't know, it's not very clear, but he gets fired, and then it kind of, it's and then it sort of skips ahead 3 years, but it's not really clear that it skipped ahead 3 years unless I missed a bit of text or something. And that's when it starts to malfunction, and then Jim Sturgis plays his brother. Jim Sturgis plays fucking his brother? Gerard Butler's brother's Jim Sturgis. They look nothing alike. They could never think they could be related. It's weird they cast them as brothers. And what they go up, and it's this whole thing, and then he sends him up to the station to find the problem. Jim Sturgis sends Gerard Butler up to the station, and the station, a bunch of the people, you send an old American, and none of them realize that the guy who fucking made this. How would you not know? And then it's like, they give him his name. It's like, you're that guy. It's like, how would you? It's the future. How have you not seen a picture of this guy? He was like, it establishes at the start of the movie when the fucking guy walks into a building and a guy stops him and asks for a photograph because he recognizes him. He's like, you're the guy who saved the world. How do these fucking people who work on the project not recognize? That annoyed me a lot. But that's the whole thing with the virus, and it's like a government conspiracy, and it's really dumb, and the reasons for the conspiracy are really dumb. Like, there's a hacker guy, and it's like, why'd you do it? It's like, well, imagine what I earn times 1,000. It's like, you're destroying the world. That's the whole thing. They want to make a geostorm. They want to make all the satellites make a world-destroying storm. I'm going to get loads of money. You're destroying the world, mate. And he says you're destroying the world. We're going to keep the nice bits. What? How stupid of a fucking plot. Like, the guy's a fucking really talented guy. How is he? That annoyed me. And then, like, there's someone in the government's involved. It's not made any sense as to why they're involved. It's a bad movie. It's trash. And it's trying to be one of those kind of destruction porn kind of films, like 2012. Basically like 2012. What was that other film? 2012, no, Independence Day, the new Independence Day. Like that, like one of these kind of destruction films. But like all of them, it's just overly CG and it looks shit. And there's no, that was really cool. Like, at least Independence Day is a cool bit where they're flying through fucking London and buildings are falling on them, and it's, that was so ridiculous. But this, it's just CG shit, really. It's been done loads of times before. This reminds me a lot of a movie. Oh god, I can't remember what it's called now. But it's like set in California, and there's like volcanoes forming. I'm gonna Google this. I'm googling a lot in this video, and it's really long as well because I've got a lot of films to get through. But I want to get my references right, and I can never remember when I'm recording. Volcano California Volcano LA film. And it was kind of, it reminds me a lot of that. Just plot wise, sort of. I was just called Volcano. Really? Yeah, okay. Sort of. It remind me a lot of that visually, which again shouldn't really be the case for a 2017 movie versus when was Volcano released? Volcano was released in 1997, 20 years ago. This shouldn't remind me of a 20-year-old film. This is just bad. Don't even bother. It's just so dull and it made no fun. It was trash. It was just trash. Like an Ninjago movie was kind of just bad, while this was just trash. Don't fucking bother. It was just bad. And last but not least, nice palate cleanser. Death of Stalin. Emmanuel Iannucci, who did the TV shows Veep and Thick of It. This is his first film. It's really fucking funny. I really love this film. I don't really see many comedies, but this is just a fantastic comedy. It stars Steve Buscemi and Steve Buscemi. Not Eric Idle. Is it Eric Idle? Michael Palin. I get confused. It's got Michael Palin in from Monty Python. Michael Palin, Steve Buscemi. He was one of the people in the sexual harassment thing. I can't remember, but it's got a lot of really good comedy actors in, and really good comedy actresses in as well. And it's kind of a comedic take on Stalin's death, as you can tell. It's based on the truth, loosely based on the truth. Jason Isaacs in it as well, actually. It's very loosely based on the truth. It's just funny. It's all these awkward situations. It's just. I can't really describe it. It's kind of very unique in the way it does everything. I'd watch the trailer. The trailer doesn't reveal too much, but I'd watch the trailer. And if you like the trailer, see it. If you'll go based on my recommendation and don't need the trailer to persuade you, just see the fucking film. It's really funny. I was laughing a lot in the cinema, and I again pre-ordered this. I actually pre-ordered a lot of these films this month. I just had a lot of enjoyment out of just the awkwardness of it all. It's kind of that awkward comedy. Just one of the things I quite like as well. They don't put on Russian accents. They just do English and British. They do British and American accents. And apparently, I've heard the accents they do are representative of what their accent would be in Russian. So if someone's kind of doing a Yorkshire accent, they're more from a kind of farming common part of Russia versus like a posh accent where they're from a more posh upper class background. And apparently, I don't know, but either way, it kind of makes it funnier. They're not doing Russian accents; they're just doing like British accents. So you know, Jason Isaacs just does this Geordie accent, and he's just Soviet. He's the commander of the Red Army. It's funny. It's really funny. It's just a really funny film, and I really highly recommend Death of Stalin. There's not much I can say about it without spoiling it, and I don't want to spoil it because it's a kind of situational comedy. But I really recommend this. I super recommend Death of Stalin. Really funny film, and anyway, that's all the films I saw this month. I recommend most of them, aside from Geostorm and Lego Ninjago. So I actually recommend 5 films this month. And I've pre-ordered. I haven't pre-ordered Thor. I don't pre-order the Marvel films, and I haven't pre-ordered Goodbye Mr. Robin, but I've pre-ordered these 3 on iTunes, which is quite a lot. Because I'm really excited to watch them again. But yeah, fuck. I realize this is the October one. I'm filming this in November, so that's not too bad. So some of these should still be in theatres. The Death of Stalin might still be in theatres. I don't know if any of the others are. Death of Stalin, I think, is. So, yeah, fuck it. Just if you like my recommendations, you like my recommendations. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. Ooh, by the way, this channel is now just mainly going to be like a filmy channel. I'm not really going to do gamey stuff on here anymore, aside from maybe like hot takes or something. But no actual Let's Play or gamey stuff. I'm not going to do Let's Play stuff on here. Maybe reviews, but not actual Let's Play stuff. So, if you want Let's Play stuff like Skyrim, I'm doing that on Twitch now. I'm doing Twitch more. I'm taking after Dan. I'm doing Twitch more. and I'm working to get affiliate / partner. So if you wanna follow me on Twitch, where I'll be continuing the Skyrim series and all that, I'll put a link below. Thanks for coming. Fuck off.